Welcome to the Story Vault, where every tale is unlocked. From myths and legends to horror fantasy life stories and real events, every story has a place here. Now, I open the vault and begin today's story. In the years immediately following Michael Jackson's death, the world seemed to experience waves of collective memory. The first anniversaries were marked by impromptu gatherings in cities from Los Angeles to Lagos, from Berlin to Buenos Aires. Fans converged on landmarks Times Square, Trafalgar Square, Tokyo's Shibuya Crossing, forming circles where strangers held hands and sang "Heal the World." The scenes were striking for their diversity. Teenagers danced alongside grandparents. Street musicians from every continent fused local rhythms with his songs. These gatherings were not orchestrated by promoters or estate managers. They emerged organically, proving that Michael's music belonged to everyone. Scholars and cultural historians began to study these rituals of remembrance, comparing them to the public mourning once reserved for political leaders or religious figures. Michael had, after all, been more than an entertainer. For millions, he represented a soundtrack to their own lives' first crushes, weddings, moments of private joy, or resilience. His global reach, bridging language and nationality, meant that his death left a gap in the collective emotional landscape. Universities hosted symposia exploring his contributions to racial unity in popular culture, his pioneering of music video art, and his impact on dance vocabulary worldwide. Entire academic journals dedicated special issues to dissecting his legacy, evidence of how his art had transcended the boundaries of pop stardom. Meanwhile, the legal and financial dimensions of his estate continued to evolve. Michael had left behind a vast and complicated business empire, from music publishing rights to real estate and merchandising. His executors worked to stabilize finances and pay down significant debts, negotiating new record deals and licensing arrangements. The strategy proved enormously successful. By the mid-2010s, Michael Jackson's estate had not only eliminated the liabilities but also generated billions in revenue, making him one of the highest-earning entertainers each year, despite his absence. Posthumous releases such as the albums Michael and Escape introduced previously unreleased tracks to eager fans, sparking debates about how much production and remixing should be done to honor his intentions. The family remained a focal point for fans and media alike, though they strove to live quietly. Katherine Jackson, now the steady guardian of Michael's 3 children, dedicated herself to providing a normal environment within the family's Calabasas compound. Relatives came and went, offering a blend of love and the occasional disagreement that characterizes any large family. Birthdays and holidays became moments for private reflection, with cousins gathering around the piano to play the music that had defined their shared history. Prince, the eldest, matured into a thoughtful young man who pursued higher education in business and filmmaking. He launched a small production company and involved himself in charitable ventures, including initiatives for children's health and education causes that had mattered deeply to his father. Paris grew into a multifaceted artist in her own right, balancing modeling, acting, and a burgeoning career in music. She spoke openly about her struggles with grief and mental health, using her platform to encourage young people to seek help and embrace creativity as healing. Bigi, once the shy child known to the world as Blanket, preferred a life away from headlines. Yet those who encountered him described a reflective young man fascinated by cinema and environmental issues, quietly honoring Michael's long-standing concern for the planet. Outside the family circle, countless artists continued to cite Michael as a guiding star. Dancers on every continent studied his footwork as if it were a classical discipline. Major performers such as Beyonce, Usher, Bruno Mars, and The Weeknd acknowledged his blueprint for blending spectacular visuals with genre-defying sound. In interviews, they often referred to his meticulous rehearsal ethic, his ability to merge musical complexity with sheer entertainment, and his fearless innovation in music videos. His influence became a through line connecting generations of performers. Tributes appeared in unexpected places. A bronze statue in Rio de Janeiro overlooking the favelas where he once filmed They Don't Care About Us, murals across European city walls, entire episodes of dance competitions dedicated to his choreography. Even scientists referenced him. NASA once named a moon crater MJ informally among its team, a nod to his famous moonwalk. The breadth of homage confirmed that Michael Jackson had become not just a musical icon, but a cultural symbol that transcended art itself. The debate surrounding his life and legacy never fully subsided. Documentaries and biographies examined every stage of his career, weighing the complexity of his personal life against his unparalleled achievements. For many fans, these discussions only deepened appreciation for his humanity, a reminder that behind the dazzling glove was a man who wrestled with the pressures of fame, perfectionism, and vulnerability. Scholars argued that understanding Michael required acknowledging both his flaws and his gifts. Much as one would approach a towering historical figure, through it all, the annual gatherings at Forest Lawn Memorial Park remained a poignant constant. On June 25 each year, the pathway leading to his mausoleum fills with roses, candles, and handwritten notes. Fans arrive from as far away as South Korea, Nigeria, and Brazil, often meeting online first before traveling together to California. They share stories of how his music carried them through personal hardships, a parent's illness, a natural disaster, the loneliness of immigration. Strangers Embrace as Man in the Mirror plays softly from portable speakers. For those present, it is less a celebrity vigil than a family reunion of souls touched by the same songs. Today, more than a decade after that shocking day, in 2009, Michael Jackson's presence still reverberates. His recordings continue to break streaming records. New generations discover his videos as though unearthed anew. Children imitate the moonwalk at school talent shows, while seasoned musicians dissect his layered harmonies and rhythmic complexity in conservatories. The ongoing Broadway production MJ the Musical introduces his story to theater audiences, blending biographical narrative with his signature music and dance. Far from fading, his artistry remains woven into the DNA of global pop culture. The Jackson family, though dispersed, keeps those memories alive in their own ways. Prince and Paris occasionally share photos of private family gatherings, offering glimpses of a household that, despite fame and tragedy, values simple togetherness. Bigi, while maintaining his privacy, joins them for milestone events. Catherine, now in her 90s, remains the quiet heart of the clan, a living link to the modest home in Gary, Indiana, where it all began. When people ask where the Jackson family lives now, the answer is both specific and symbolic. Many members continue to reside in Southern California, Calabasas, Los Angeles, and surrounding areas close enough to visit each other easily. But in a broader sense, they live wherever Michael's music is played, wherever a child spins across a kitchen floor imitating the moonwalk, wherever someone finds courage or joy in his melodies. His legacy is not confined to a single house or city. It lives in the shared heartbeat of fans around the world. Michael Jackson's final days were marked by ambition, struggle, and an unrelenting drive to give the world one more breathtaking performance. His death was a tragedy felt in every corner of the planet, yet his life's work continues to unite people across boundaries of language, culture, and time. More than a decade later, the man who once sang of healing the world still inspires millions to dance, to create, and to believe in the transformative power of music. Another tale has been unlocked here in the Story Vault. If you enjoyed this story, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next one. Until then, the vault is closed, but the stories live on.